steady aim at the target. I'm flooding the market, a break from the garbage. An artist, sensitive about mind pardon. No margin for error, flawless be rarer. The black cat goddess, you walking with a panther. Painting these pictures with words like some.
Hey, it's your girl Madam Money, aka Trap, and welcome to the official Salt in the Game album review of Nas's King Disease. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's get it. Now, before I even start, I just want to give a round of applause for Nas and Hit Boy for doing their thing on this album. It's a couple points in here I'm gonna pull out. You feel me? Always sprinkling the right amount of salt as need be, but overall, I do want to say that this project was very, very, very dope. Very like just a total complete project, and Nas is showing you that he's very much in the game, and I hope this is like, you know, a telltale sign of more music coming from him on this note. I just got out the car test with this too, so don't mind my hair. My hair is telling on me right now that I was out and about. But you feel me? It is what it is. You feel me? I got my own car now. I got a car 85. But let's go. All right. So the first track, it opens up with the track called King's Disease. This is a great opener, you feel me, just letting you know what you're about to get in store coming from this album. You know, I wouldn't be me if I ain't gonna sit here and say that some of these bars in here, like, you know, like, you know, Nas and Ho's beats have always been like, you know, etched in my mind, so I always look and hear things that might not be there, but I'm going to tell you what I hear as I go along with this. So, you know, on this first track, he say, age gracefully without masonry, made more paper to play with, all right? So, you know, as soon as I heard that, I said, oh boy, here we go. Is this going to be a couple of subliminals against Hov on this album? You know, Jay-Z made the track called Freemason. He's always had this, you know, connection with this occult type of situations that be going on there, even though Jay-Z on Freemason said, point blank period, I'm not a Mason. But just the age gracefully part and then connecting it with that made me think that this was like, you know, just a little, you know, just a little jab at Hov. There's a couple others in here too as we go along, but it's all good. He also quoted on this track, the stupidest part of Africa made algebra. Always, you know, letting you know the knowledge, letting you know the truth as it comes out. He also said on here, stop with all the over righteousness. I think again, that's just a little slight jab at Hov. You feel me? It's funny because I feel like when two people battle each other or have had a beef with each other, if you're not even going to listen to their music, you may listen to the first track on the joint. So that's why I'm like, you know, if Nas thought that Hov was even going to play this once, he would at least hear a couple of these things that's being said in this first track right here. So it is what it is, but a great opener, a great opening track to the album. Leading up to the second track, Blue Benz, which is a Nas storytelling track. You feel me? This was dope. He's taking us back, just telling you his longevity in the game. You feel me? Mentioning, you know, Chris Lighty, let me in with nines at the tunnel, letting you know all these things, and then he takes you from there, takes you all the way to like Jamaica and everything like that, showing you his influences with the movie Belly. R.I.P. to Louis Rankin, you feel me? He's showing you all these things, so he's giving you some texture along on this track, along with him telling this story about this female that drove a blue Benz. You feel me? That was fly as hell, but, you know, she had her own addictions and all of that stuff, but he's really, really just letting you know he's been around long enough, you feel me, and seen a lot of things, like, you know what I mean, R.I.P. to Chris Lighty too, you feel me? There's somebody like I had such respect for in this game. It's so sad what happened to him in that situation, so I'm glad that Nas brung him up so that we don't forget his legacy and his memory in this too. And next it goes into card number 85, you feel me? Card 85, another storytelling track. Now I'm gonna be right real clear right here. This is the type of track that separated genre from each other, because y'all be on Uber and whatever, Lyft and whatever, you might have your favorite Uber driver that y'all pay under the table. Y'all don't do the credit cards and shit, you know, to call them. Y'all made that connection and shit like that. Usually when I do use an Uber, this is how I roll now. I don't pay through Uber, I pay cash for everything that I do dealing with them and stuff like that. This song is featuring Charlie Wilson. Just putting some more texture on here over these good beats. Like the beats on this album is amazing to me anyway. But you know, all niggas from back in the day know that feeling of having your favorite cab driver on deck. That's the one that he knows he gonna come get you Saturday. Y'all gonna do some things. He gonna roll around with you. You feel me? If you gotta go into a spot, meet me back in an hour or two. He gonna be there for you. You don't gotta do all of this stuff. So I thought that was really, really dope. Like just a dope joke, like plucked from the past that, you know, most real niggas actually do and have moved like that in the past. So just a salute to him on that. No. So then it goes into the track Ultra Black. Now, Ultra Black was the first single off of King's Disease that we heard. It had a little controversy moments in it with his beef with Doja Cat or whatever have you. He has since said that, you know, it's just bars and there's nothing behind it, whatever. But, you know, it was like a double entendre slight, to be honest. It wasn't just like a blatant diss as everybody was trying to put out to be. It was a double entendre slight. Like I said, I'd be more mad if I was Michael Blackston that y'all keep comparing me to the epitome of being black people because I'm so dark skinned or whatever have you, than the line actually going at Doja Cat. But I know that this song was coming underneath a little bit of scrutiny, as the album was before we like even heard it. I'll never understand like why y'all try to pick apart this album before it was even released, like how y'all were doing based off of features and stuff like that. Not having confidence in Nas and basing it off of his two prior works that didn't really have any features on it. But whatever have you. This actually played really, really nice in the track lineup. So the track Ultra Black played very much so into what was going on, being it's the fourth track on the album. It flowed really nice, and I can understand the track better. It made the track better, seeing the sequence of what it was going on into it. Then we got up to 27 Summers, which happens to be one of my favorite beats on this album. Salute to Hit Boy on that. But this track is so short. You feel me? It's so short. I'm kind of like mad that it's so short. When I looked back and I thought about it, and I'm like, you know, why is this short? It's really a transitional track to the new audience, to the feature that's about to come on to this album. So that's how I want to take 27 Summers as a transitional track to separate the two. It's actually three parts. As I'm like the three parts of this album that's going on. So this is a great transition into letting you know that something fresher and a little bit more, you know, lively and upbeat and newer and younger is about to come onto this, which lets me know that the track placement on this album is, you know, very, very well done. It's very, very well done. So you guys, salute to Hit Boy again on that. Now I do want to point out real quick, all right, now he's making reference to 27 Summers as how long he's been in the game. Again, this is something that Hove does. All right, so whenever somebody tries to compare their career in the term of summers, now it's not because he dropped, like, he's not doing this because he drops albums all these summers or whatever. He just like, you know how long he's been in this game. He could have called it 27 years. It is really 29 years he's been in the game, but I guess he's counting 2 years before the barbecue release, or, you know, his demo really came out as him spitting for that long. But whenever somebody makes a reference to anything in regards to their careers as a summer, you have to think about all the times that Hove really sat there and did that himself. You feel me? Heart of the City, Jigga Held It Down, 6 Straight Summers, Where's the Love, Hovey Baby, 7 Straight Summers. Critics might not have been admit it, but ain't nobody did it quite like I did it. Just like on Dear Summer, hey Summer, you gonna miss me, cause we go together like, you know, Chris White tease. Sorry to misquote Hov, but it's just this thing of, you know, I always feel like this little slightest thing is going on here, but you have never really heard nobody compare their career in hip-hop to Summers but Jay-Z. But let's keep it going on this joint. Like I said, the 27 Summers is a transitional track up until the newer features or features from newer artists or younger artists that he chose to put on this track. On this album, the next track is Replace Me with Big Sean and Don Toliver. Now, when I first heard Don Toliver singing on here, I'm like, I know this song. I know this song. Now, the hook on this is a play off of Ella Mae's Trippin' on You. That's the hook on her track. But if you listen to her verse, her first verse on this song, it is very, very similar into the same cadence and along those same lines as what's going on here. So, take a peek back at Ella Mae's Trip, and her first verse on there is very reminiscent to this Replace Me hook being sung by Don Toliver. This track is, for the ladies, kinda. You feel me? It's introspective for Nas, and the next couple of tracks are introspective relationship or tracks concerning girls on the album for the next couple ones. All his features on this actually are like that though, and I like that. That's why this little block of music right here, it all just comes together, and why these features actually come together. Big Sean, everybody's saying that Big Sean bent this verse. It was a right verse for Big Sean. He's dry on this. Y'all know he have the ability to go up and down or whatever what he does with his flow and stuff over there. But he did his thing on here. It was kind of dry to me, but I'm not mad at it. This not gonna be a track that I'll probably listen to again off of this album. But it is what it is. Till the War Is Won, featuring Lil Durk. Lil Durk is coming off of, just being featured with Drake on Laugh Now Cry Later. Whatever, he's singing a hook on this. This track is dope too. Nas is he's giving you the younger artists, but he's playing with real topics at the same time as being introspective about relationships and stuff like that. Like this one is really about systemic racism and domestic violence. You feel me? So this type of things going on here with that. And also on the track All Bad with Anderson .Paak. A lot of y'all don't like this. It's all right to me. I don't really find it, I don't think it's a bad track. He's really talking about his personal life a little bit. I do find it funny that this album dropped on the same day that is Khalees's birthday, and there's a couple shots being taken at Khalees within these 3 songs. You feel me? But also, August 21st is the day of Nat Turner's Rebellion too. So like, you don't want to find out some stuff. Make sure y'all putting the right and the real stuff out there at the same time. You feel me? August 21st was the first day of Nat Turner's Rebellion. So let's keep all these things in mind when y'all try to play the number game. Y'all try to find these little quirky things to do comparisons with. Let's put some real stuff out there. Now, the next track on here is The Definition with Brucey B. This is pulling you back into the vibes now. So this is like the third part of this album to me, where he's bringing you back into his world, and probably go a little bit more backwards as the track sequence goes along here. So he's bringing that street consciousness back. Denounces Gayle King on this track. Speaks about Shirley Chisholm, Eartha Kitt, how these are stand-up women that we can look at and look up to in the community. And somebody like a Gayle King, sidelining and signing with the other side, that shit is not going to fly. So I do appreciate him being vocal about the right type of black women to stand behind on this track, The Definition. I also like that he chose this time too to tell you that the album's name means gout. Like when I said this to everybody on Twitter, y'all try to disregard it, do some fucking homework. But he also is telling you, do a more holistic approach to what is going on in your life, and anything in excess is too bad for you. So make sure you're being very humble, even though you're at the top. Make sure you don't suffer from King's disease, and that's just living in excess. You feel me? Don't live in excess. Have a little bit more simple and less materialistic approach, and do a more holistic approach to your health. Then it's the track Full Circle. Now everybody's been waiting for, you feel me, this track right here, another addition to the Firm. That was success that actually came out on my birthday the year it was released. I'll never forget, because I got like 3 copies of it as presents, as jokes, because even back then niggas know I wasn't off it like that with Nas. But this was so dope to hear. AZ bent this shit. He bends it. He leaves you wanting more. This made me call out, where is Do or Die 2? This was supposed to be released over this summer. Everybody's pushing their stuff back due to this COVID-19 joint or whatever the fuck have you. But we definitely need to see Do or Die 2. I feel that, that's going to be a crazy project. Foxy Brown. Now, it's crazy because I didn't even want to talk about in sequences of who was spitting on here. But Foxy Brown came on this track, and actually she called herself top 5 dead or alive. I don't know if y'all feel that's true. I would like to know, who is your female top 5 dead or alive? Make sure you put that in the comments. Whatever have you, she could do that. She was off topic and out of context when it came down to everybody else's verse on here. It was like she went and she did her own thing and they put it in there, and that's fine and that's cool. She brought up the fact that she did a bid in jail. She called it a bullet, that she did a bullet in jail. That was off of her throwing a cell phone at a nail tech, and I really found that kind of disrespectful because her adversary in the game, Little Kim, actually did do a bid for not snitching, not telling, and you feel me, it's actually for perjury because she lied in the court and said that what happened didn't happen, and they got it on camera what had happened. So I really felt that was a real asinine thing to be bigging yourself up. You went to jail because you couldn't hold your emotions and you threw a phone at a tech that called the cops on you. That's why you went to jail. Brooklyn did give her the key to the city, though. That's a fact, though. That was a fact, and I cheered for her that day that happened. And then we have Cormega on this, and a lot of y'all was trying to hate on Cormega's verse or whatever have you. He stay into the context of what was going on in this track. I don't know what part of that y'all didn't understand, and I didn't find anything wrong with it when I first heard about it. If you want to listen to some Cormega dropped a project this year. Cormega. It got Havoc on it. It got Sheet Loops on it. Y'all don't really be into all of this shit y'all be saying. Y'all just be out here posing and fucking pointing fingers. But y'all not really into this, so y'all would know that he dropped a project this year called Mega. You feel me? I told you. So what's good? And then we had a sneak surprise, like a cameo from Dr. Dre on there, which is refreshing. The only thing I said, who wrote that for him, who knows? But you feel me? He came through on there real quick. So the song Full Circle was really a dope joint, and a good flashback joint. The next track on here, 10 Points, dope beat. You feel me? Very reflective. It shows Nas being real happy about his points in his career and what he's done in his career. He also points out that everything that you might see somebody not do, or you think that somebody is not giving back to the community, like he said, Michael Jordan, or somebody is not doing these things just because it's not like headline news as if like a LeBron James or somebody did it, doesn't mean that they're not doing it. So, you can't take for granted or think that somebody's not doing something just because it's not all over the front lines. So I respect the type of stuff, and it's really just him going through his career, which blends very seamless to the next and last track on here, The Cure. You feel me? The Cure had a beat switch in the middle. That was dope. I appreciated The Cure a lot too. But it's crazy as hell. He's ending it off. He's, again, being very introspective about his career, what he's done, showing you that he's really happy and that he's at a good place in his life. The whole album actually shows you that he's at a good place in his life right now, and he's putting the past in the past, and he has all his business dealings going on, so he's very present in what is going on in the state of hip-hop right now, and all of that. So that was really, really dope to hear him do that. Again, he's making reference to these 27 summers I couldn't let it go. And then he have a part on there where he said, they say they want the old Nas play back the Clue tape for old verses. Well, DJ Clue and Nas only worked on one track together, maybe in history, or for the professional albums called Queen's Finest, which is quintessentially a Nas track. If you do go back and listen to it, you will understand why he would say something like that. But again, you feel me? I just feel like this is like just a little jab at his counterpart Jay-Z on this. Jay-Z on to the next one said, Hove on that new shit. Niggas like, how come? Niggas want my old shit by my old album. albums. It's that same type of rhetoric going on, that same type of thing going on too. Also, when he was on 27 Summers, and I did forget to mention this, him saying, you know, Mass Appeal movies and music sign with us, or signing with us opposed to who? Sign with us opposed to Rock Nation. You feel me? Like, let's keep it funky, let's keep it a buck. They always in each other's minds somewhere down the line with this. But this right here, like, yo, this was so dope, and I do appreciate the project so much. Like, salute to you, Nas, salute to you, Hit Boy. You feel me? Like, y'all need to work together some more down the line. I don't know what could be next, or next type of album that for Nas to put out. But we definitely need some more of that, you know, business mentality, Nas, and not letting you forget that, you know, he is like the epitome of being a mainstream conscious rapper at the same time. So he's never letting you forget that. He's one of the few ones that can ride that mainstream conscious line without losing himself in any of this stuff. So salute. Let me know how you feel about the album and anything that I might have said here in the comments below. But I'm about to get out of here. I got, you know, moves to make. Car 87 on deck. I'm Madam Money. You can follow me on Twitter at Madam Money Says. That's MADAMMONEYSAYS. That's also on IG. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. Like I said, comment below. But I'm out of here, guys. Peace.
Floodgates, she unleashed that. Ease back, you don't know where my peeps at. I keep that heat that'll light your soul up. Talking about Kundalini, this the glow up.
This is opulence.
Focused and competent, equipped to hold my own on any continent.